Have you ever wondered how vastly different the internet was just a couple of decades ago? The digital landscape has undergone such an incredible transformation that some of the most iconic websites from the early days are now completely alien to younger generations. TikToker Wilfred Webster recently took to the streets of London to ask people about their knowledge of these once popular sites, and the results were both hilarious and eye-opening. So, do you remember these relics of the internet, or will they leave you utterly baffled? Let's dive in and explore. But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that these platforms paved the way for today's tech giants, while others believe they were simply stepping stones doomed to fame. Where do you stand? 1. LimeWire. If you're old enough to recall the thrill and occasional frustration of downloading music online in the early 2000s, LimeWire is likely burned into your memory. Launched by Mark Gordon in 2000, this peer-to-peer file-sharing service became a go-to spot for millions of users looking to share MP3 files without compensating artists, a practice that drew massive backlash from musicians and record labels alike. But LimeWire wasn't just infamous for its copyright issues. It was also notorious for spreading viruses. In fact, research showed that nearly 30% of randomly downloaded files contained malware. Despite its eventual shutdown in 2010, LimeWire left a lasting impression on those who used it. On TikTok, nostalgic users reminisced about their experiences. "All those viruses on LimeWire," joked one commenter, while another quipped, "God only knows how infected my computer was." 2. MSN Messenger. For many millennials, MSN Messenger wasn't just an app, it was a cultural phenomenon. Developed by Microsoft, this instant messaging platform allowed users to connect via text, audio, and video chats. What set it apart from modern messaging apps was its simplicity. No ads, filters, or monetization schemes cluttered the interface. By 2009, it boasted an impressive 330 million active monthly users. However, as newer platforms like WhatsApp and iMessage gained traction, MSN Messenger slowly faded away, officially shutting down in 2014. Reflecting on its legacy, TikTok users shared heartfelt memories. "The days of MSN and Bebo are probably some of the highlights of my childhood," wrote one person, adding, "It was life-changing for socially anxious folks like me." 3. Habbo Hotel. Imagine logging onto a virtual hotel where you could design your own avatar, decorate rooms, and interact with friends, all rendered in charming pixel art. That's exactly what Habbo Hotel offered when it launched in 2000. Created by Sulake, a Finnish company, Habbo quickly became a hub for creativity and social interaction. Surprisingly, despite being overshadowed by newer technologies, Habbo Hotel still exists today, attracting nostalgic players eager to relive the glory days. TikTok comments revealed just how deeply it resonated with users. "I loved Habbo Hotel," exclaimed one fan, while another noted, "That mention of Habbo unlocked core memories I've forgotten about." 4. Bebo. Before Facebook dominated social media, there was Bebo, a pioneering platform founded in 2005, known for quirky features like questionnaires and the hotly debated Top 16 Friends list. At its peak, Bebo attracted around 40 million users and even caught the attention of AOL, which purchased it for $850 million in 2008. Unfortunately, fierce competition from emerging platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube led to its decline, culminating in its closure in 2013. Still, Bebo holds a special place in the hearts of many former users. On TikTok, debates ignited over its merits. Bebo was miles better than Facebook, argued one commenter, lamenting its demise, while another wistfully remarked, "Wish I could see all my old Bebo pictures." 5. Ask Jeeves. Picture this, typing out full questions in plain English and getting answers delivered by a virtual butler named Jeeves. Sounds quaint, right? Yet Ask Jeeves was groundbreaking when it debuted in 1997. Users submitted queries, which were answered through a combination of editorial content, crawler-based results, and Google-powered listings. If the initial search didn't yield satisfactory results, human editors would step in to help. Though rebranded as Ask.com in 2006, the platform couldn't compete with Google's dominance and eventually disappeared altogether. Nostalgic users on TikTok humorously dubbed it the OG AI, comparing it to modern tools like ChatGPT. 6. MySpace. MySpace, the original king of social networking. Launched in 2003, it gave users unprecedented freedom to customize profiles, upload photos, write blogs, and share music. Its Top 8 Friends feature sparked endless debates among users trying to decide whose profile deserved prime real estate. Founder Tom Anderson sold MySpace to News Corp in 2005 for a staggering $580 million, but the platform's value plummeted over time, selling again 6 years later for just $35 million. Reflecting on this downfall, Rupert Murdoch famously called the acquisition a huge mistake. Even so, MySpace remains a cherished part of internet history. And this is the part most people miss. While these platforms may seem outdated now, they played pivotal roles in shaping the digital world we know today. Without them, would we have the sleek, feature-rich apps we rely on daily? So, tell us, which of these websites brings back fond memories for you? Or does reading about them make you realize just how much the internet has evolved? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear your take.